All right. What is up? I do not believe that Crowell in character is 197. No. Not a chance in hell. That's a Vomfee calc if I've ever heard it. Nope. Oh, I forgot to do that. Shoot. So yeah, Miko worth gambling on if I can't guarantee her. I don't really believe in. I don't like the Chronicled banner if you can't guarantee it, man. So no. Do you think we'll get Stellar Freeze? No. Because Vodunitsa has a Hydra character and doesn't have a Stellar Vision. So we can actually confirm no Stellar Freeze, basically. A lot of people calc it. Send me the calc. I haven't seen anyone calc that. Not one person you can say is taken? No, I haven't seen anyone calc that. Send me the calc. Hard luck for Canada. What do we lose in soccer? Canada's terrible at soccer, so that's fine. Yeah, the new Traveler Sword looks sick. Can you guys hear the game, or? Because I can't. Okay, I can hear this. Alright. There it is. Is this your primary account? Yep. Alright. Didn't pull until now. Want to build 2 teams. I don't know who I should pull first. You definitely need to pick someone you like, someone new. You could pick Columbina, or you could just go straight for Snezhnaya and stuff. Odette first. Odette's safe, for sure. Yeah, everyone should pull Odette. Agreed. You could still, I mean, you could pull, what's her name? You could pull Sendrone first if you love Sendrone, but yeah, Odette's the safest. Is April gonna show up tonight? It is like 5 in the morning for her, so no. Worth it to invest in craftable or battle pass weapons for characters like Yai or Sandrone. For Sandrone, I think the new craftable in Snez will probably be better for Sandrone, and then battle pass for Sandrone, no. The new battle pass polearm's looking insane. No, that's a support. VV Goro, huge. How much upgrade is base at Beto C6 and a Sandrone team? At least 10%. It's pretty significant. Yeah, I predict that Obdet is a sub DPS and buffer. Kind of like yeah. Cryo yeah. I like how I said that there's... I like how I said that that person should send me a calc, and then that was like 5 minutes ago, and they haven't said anything. They're so confident that everyone is calcing Cryo main character at 200k. And they have yet to send me a calc. Is Genshin worth playing in 2026? Yep. April had a dream. You must be dreaming, because it's 5 AM for you. Dream chatting is impressive. I'll tell you that. Since Odette's Stellar General Buffer, don't you think it means Sarit's is going to be a DPS? Yeah, well, Sandrone is a DPS, so don't you think that means she's going to be a support? I think we just have no idea. Could go either way, really. Poor Raiden. It's a Jeff Calc Crowd Traveler, but confuses me reading a spreadsheet. I do not trust the Jeff's calcs at this time. April. That's inappropriate language. If the Jeff puts like a well-researched video together, his information is generally quite reliable, but at this early beta, he has a tendency, from what I've noticed, to just be a little loose with his assumptions. Vomfi is getting Traveler fairly high. I don't think it's 200, 150, 170. Vomfi is also extremely generous with his assumptions. Or or harsh with his assumptions, depending. So he not that he's always wrong or anything like that, but I definitely wouldn't take it as gospel for now. Like, Flip's calcs are good, but even then, he doesn't always know everything. So, I wouldn't trust them. Like, you know, like, I do trust them, but also, he doesn't know everything. Stuff changes all the time. So even that's not final, but Flip, TGS, when they present things publicly, they generally are at least consistent with each other, so that's why I kind of like to go, if both of them have said something, and then I'm also in another theory crafting group, if all of them are kind of agreeing, then I'm with it. We haven't talked about Crowd Traveler yet, so... Crowd Traveler can be both a sub DPS and a support and a main DPS, so that's probably what he's going to be. What the Saritz is going to be too, I think. I need more Noblesse, I think. Oh, God. Oh, I need more Tenacity. I think I have to go back to the mines. The Tenacity mines. Yeah. Mizuki unironically looking good? Yeah. How much crit rate and crit damage for Sendrode of Tidal Shadow? As much as possible. I'm sorry. I don't know that off the dome. And also don't like the... I don't like the concept of the question that much. I think... Yeah. Nah. I'm done. Who's the one? I need to come back to somebody. Nicole. Okay. 200 crit damage is good. Not him whistling the song. Oh my god. Just wait for the after release calcs? Yeah, or at least like... Oh, you must select 22. Wow, I may have to select any characters at all, actually. Let's just do it. If Vesna isn't a main DPS, I'll see Sixer for her to do any DPS. She'll work. I think she'll be. I kind of am feeling. I'm feeling both DPS and off-field enabler. That's what I'm feeling. But maybe she'll be the DPS and Danica will be the support. Yeah, I think DPS still. I'll stick to my original DPS. Diano! Of course it's Diano! These are all really good. Clearly doesn't know Japanese. Hi. Baka. Yeah. Alright, Sino DPS, let's go. Off-field Ganyu, let's go. Off-field Beto. Off-field Diano. Skita. Mizuki looks like a really strong DPS. Yeah, and at C2, she's insane. Nani? 140k at C2 is horrific. I like how I'm just running Sino's future team before it's even mildly functional. My application. Wait, you're not a Sino main? Look, I know Sino. I am a Sino main. Oh. 12 seconds. 8 seconds. We got this. We totally got this. Hell yeah. I wished... April. I wished for Sino myself on my main account before I was a content creator. I did. Even though I was already playing Raiden. I did. It's not cool. I regret my Sino? Well, I did end up regretting it. But that's not the point. But Sino 80 pity won the 50-50. Nice. I let him off my account for a 10 pull. What about now? He's so good now. If he was good and new, would you pull him on your theoretical account where you pull what you want? Assuming there was actually a spot for him as my DPS, yes, but there's too many characters. What happened to the podcast? We did one like last week. I have too many Electro DPS, April. If he was like a Dendro DPS, 100%. What's slandering waifu? True, actually. Okay, are we... What are we doing? We're Sino maxing again? Are we Arleying? Maybe we'll just do the same team. Get it out of our system. Or should we save some of it for Sandrone? Bennett's not good anymore. We can use Bennett. Need more characters. Look at that, Bennett's terrible. We're already not getting his buffs. Revamp Sino actually beat Sandrone, are we coping? What do you mean beats? Like DPS wise? Sandrone is still ahead, but Sando is very good. I'm one constellation from beta C6. Should I risk it or wait for a debt? I think you drop beta long term probably, so I wouldn't risk it. Personally. Plus she's free from the selector if you really end up wanting it. Unless you like love beta and just want to use her while she's here, while she's good. I think generally I wouldn't bother. Planning to go for Nefer's weapon in the future unless it rerun with Llama, because I don't think I need Llama's weapon. I mean, that would be kind of a good banner. Love my Miko now, based. Miko pilled. Rude of me to not read and make these more expensive for myself. C0 on Sino plus C0 Yai. Then I want C2 R1 Odette. Or don't get R1. R1 is literal garbage. Unless we, you know, unless it changes. Okay, we'll do Melt Arle again with Ayaka support. Need more characters. Just throw Sino away. Forgot to do that. We're really playing early well right now. I really... Oh, we got it too early? My bad. I thought we marked him. So bad at this game. Got really lucky with C6ing Illua, both Lene and Zabai C0 still. Impressive. I'm still gonna do it with this team. This. No, we didn't skill with either. Hi Jelly Impact, how are you? You pronounced my name wrong, so I'm doing terrible. Theater sucks? I love theater, what are you talking about? I'm getting so good at dual DPS, Arle Sino. Look how good I am. It's like actually crazy how good at dual DPS Sino. Oh yeah. Whew, we did it. There are whispers. There's gonna be a ballet character. It's true. Didn't you? But you said that even before there were whispers. You said that. Wait, I just. I just went back. I just did it. I messed up again. She really should have point shoes on for alt something. Yeah. We got less melts there. I can't just break only to 4k damage instead of my Cloran. What team are you using? Yeah, you can join our Discord. I can't believe I did it, and then I restarted it. I think I earned my feather today. Congrats. Is 170 crit damage too low for free-to-play Sandrone? I don't have it memorized what the crit damage should be. Okay, we're gonna change the team because I already beat it once. No, that doesn't make sense. Maybe. I hate my life. Now we're not even melting anything. I really want copies of Odette. I'll get it if there's nothing important coming next. Wow, we got melts this time. Will Crowd Traveler finally be meta? Apparently. And I'm gonna be so pissed that I don't have Lumion. You ready for that, April? For Crowd Traveler to be meta, and I'm gonna be stuck with Ugly Male MC. April's chatting on both Twitch and YouTube. I was so confused what was going on. Why the display name was changing. That's so not what I meant to do. I just lost 1,000,000 damage. I could have easily had it if I didn't do that. I actually hit your biggest fan of watching both. I think you might be the first person to ever watch and actively comment on both. I think someone told me that they were watching on both before to support me or something. But I don't think anyone's ever watched and actively commented from both before. Oh my god. You think Yamika is worth pulling if you don't have her right now, before the new region? Or is she a skip if you don't have her? It's a very nuanced topic. I've talked about it in like all of my videos in the last like week, which is like 8 videos. But I can talk about it more if you want to provide more context. But based on what you said, I have no information. Yeah, we really are classic I understand with this one. I got the Dream Miracle run, I guess, and now it's over. So we have to change a character. I'm done. I'm mad at this chicken. Not an island man. You know what's funny? They don't even want hot dog anymore. I don't know what happened, but they don't like hot dog anymore. Could've just not used Sinai. You have enough damage. You have enough damage. Maybe that's true. Is the boss too much Kenichi? Kenichi is kind of terrible against that. I have C1 R1 Risley. Want to make him work with a debt later on. Wasn't sure if yeah was worth it. Yeah, she's definitely worth it. She is the best. She's the best upgrade that you can do for Stellar Conduct by a lot, even considering Odette. But yeah, I've talked about it in all my videos, so you can check them out if you want more. Or if you have a more specific question. They need to release 3 new characters that are better than her for her to be crept out, exactly. And Odette and Alyosha are not one of those characters. Odette's the better pull if you can only afford. That's the nuance. The nuance is if you can only afford one, Odette's the better pull since she'll also work for Stellar Swirl. And it's cool to have a Stellar Swirl team on top of. Yeah, Alyosha will definitely be on the Odette banner. We didn't even have the overload buff, that's funny. Oh, we can finally use Skirk. But we don't have any Hydro Cryo characters. Hello? So bosses and rear info? Yeah, so Arle and whatever their name is.
いつでも準備はできている。
遅刻なんてしてないからね。
Can I see your very sudden Skirk build? Verisa is like top 1%. And Skirk is like top 2%. Very good builds on both of them. How do we want to beat this boss? Maybe... We still have a lot of fights to go. We definitely need Pyro for that one, a bow for that one, and then the lunar stuff. I mean, we have Moika. We could use Moika. Moika's fun. If you're just using 5 stars, theater must be pretty easy. I'm free to play, 50% my theater cast are 4 stars, always a challenge to get rewards. Oh yeah, theater's definitely a good challenge. I can still be challenged if I am too lazy. I can definitely get too lazy with theater, and then it's a challenge. Absolutely. Is your Skirk and Verisa C0 though? My Verisa C0, my Skirk is C2. I never made a claim about my Skirk and Verisa though, so I don't understand what like what you're saying exactly. Lunar characters have an advantage. See, this is what I'm talking about. I want to pull for Lali, but I'm not sure I have enough for Odette. I got every single Pyro except for Nicole and Yoimiya. Should I pull for Lali or wait for Odette? If you want to keep playing Moika, Lali is pretty darn good. But Odette's like pretty much, I would say, a must pull. So I don't know. I'm kind of feeling like you should get Odette. Oh, so you need Pyro at this one. But it's broken. She is. I forgot my Raiden was good. My Raiden is so good. Alright, this is a Pyro one. Every vid I've watched, he's been talked down on. What? I'm watching the wrong vids then, apparently. Oh, I forgot you have to use their bursts with Raiden. Raiden Sig compared to R5 catch, like 15%. It's not that good, but it's something. We just accidentally used Red Thunder in. My bad. I'm literally so bad at this game. We're missing out so many. Actually, no, it's not true. Okay, we still don't have a Hydro. We have 3 bosses left. Sandrone's 2 of them. Skirk's 1 of them. So as long as we don't play our Skirk team, we can beat anyone. Did April leave? Okay, good night, April. Okay, so it's Sandrone for 2, Skirk for 2. We have Skirk. Oh no, Sandrone for 2, Skirk for 1. Four fights. Skirk for 1, Sandrone for 2. We'll do Moika right here. Skirk gets Columbina, Sandrone gets whatever. Okay, this is fine.
口封じは任せろ。
赤煙に葬られよ。
Yeah, just because Odette's a slightly smaller upgrade to Stellar Conduct teams than Yaimiko absolutely does not mean she's trash. She's still a massive upgrade for those teams and for a whole new archetype. Yeah, I don't believe anyone would say she's bad either. Oh, and we haven't even used our C6 claw round. That's funny. I said her sig is bad? Yeah, her sig is bad. If we're talking about what's her name?
お客さんが来たんだ。夢料かかってな。やりなさい。
あなたの訪れは新作が示していた。
やりなさい。演算開始。
チョック15律令。
くだらない。
永遠のオアシスのために。
ついてきて。
ヤバドの天下のように。
もう。あれれ。お客言いたいのは余興よ。
チョック15チョック。頑張れ。
くだらない礼儀がやりなさい。さあ見てなさい。いけるわね。
あなたの訪れは新作が示していた。
演算
永遠のオ
開始。
アシスのために。律令チョック。渚のリン
ついてきて。一休みしたいわ。
Nice. Good luck with this Lunar Floor. I hated it. I used Syndrome, Lally, and Bennett. Please talk about rerun banners. What about them? What do you want me to say about? What do you want me to talk about them? Yeah, Syndrome is just really broken. So, yeah. If Syndrome is a DPS, Syndrome is definitely gone, and Yamiko's a maybe. Oh, that's a guaranteed slot in for Saritsa? Sure. But if you're using Stellar Conduct teams, who's replacing? You've got Saritsa, Odette, and who? Yamiko's better than... Well, no, if you're using Stellar Conduct, then Yamiko's already better than Odette. So I don't know, actually, I don't know what you're smoking. Oh, it's this thing. Skirk Plunge. Let's try and find a Hydro, I guess. No, I have to do this before this. Never mind. Is Jello the new Sekapoko? Do I need to pull every Stellar character? What are you talking about? I'm just saying Yaimiko is basically guaranteed to always stay meta for Stellar Conduct teams. That's all I'm saying. How do you think this is gonna go?
こ 勝よ巡れやあはっ競争よ人類星々よ静かに
Yeah, Sendrone really wants to be level 90 for sure. Definitely do that.
命ずる
少しいいかい
人類はっって入れよ天心直送宴会に沈め
Yay. Do you think Alyosha Sendrone's final team will be Alyosha, C6, Yai C1, and Odette? Probably Alyosha gets dropped for Saritsa. That was fun. I like that. So sick. It's weird that Sandrone and Valerie are competing for Stellar Conic position. Well, Sandrone can also do Stellar Swirl, so maybe she'll be like Jack of all trades, master of none. You can use her for either Stellar Connect or Stellar Swirl, but she's a bit worse at both, in which case, that's not bad value for Sandrone. You can't be mad at that. It's not like you need peak damage. Doing both shills is really good. Even if that ends up happening, honestly not a problem. I'm not saying you should get Sandrone, I'm just saying... Valor definitely sounds like he'll do better in slow supercon. We know literally nothing. How could you say he sounds like he'll do better? Based on what? Based on literally what? You guys kill me. I already have both of these. You guys actually kill me. Jelly, you don't understand. If you're not top 1, you're trash. Yeah. Hey, look, if you want to skip Sandrone, you can. There's going to be more DPS that are really good. No problem. But you don't have to be like, yeah, I definitely think that Valerie is going to be better. Because I heard someone say that he's going to be a superconic DPS. And so now I know that he's going to be better. Yeah, like, he has no information. None. What if Valerie's the Amico upgrade? It's possible. Yeah, we don't even know if he's even Electro. I think he's going to be. I think he's going to be Stellar Superconduct. But he could be worse than Sandrone. It's possible. It just bugs me to say that like that. He could be the Yai replacement, but even if he is, it's not a Yai replacement. You guys bug me too. Because even if that's the case, it's Odette, Yaimiko, Valerie as the team. Where's the Yaimiko replacement? Huh? Is it the Archon? Well, if it's the Archon, it's Odette that gets replaced before Yai on that team. So you guys bug me too. Not that I think Odette's a bad pull. Odette is... You can use in both Stellar Conduct and Yai. It's just, like, you guys are actually... I'm dying. And you're killing me. What sword do you think Leo bets Mr. Odette's best? Apparently it's Freedom Sword. Better than her Sig. Oh, I forgot to claim the rewards. Geodendra reaction? I've always thought that would be cool. Maybe eventually, if the game just keeps going on, they keep adding new reactions here and there. I don't have Freedom Sword. That's fine. Just use whatever. I don't remember what our free-to-play ones are. What's after that? I don't know. It's too early, man. It's not. It's another. It could change. Just wait. It's like a month until you even need to think about that. But one thing that is good to know is what is her talent book. That's really what you should be asking. That is a good thing to know. Oh, it's one from a region we haven't been to yet. Obviously. Well, that's... So what do I pick then? So who do I pick? Who do I pick these for? I hope the non-stellar characters universal and buff teams that are lacking behind. Yeah. Well, at least Odette's universal. Between stellar. Jello, why don't you do more collabs? No one's reached out to me. And I haven't reached out to anybody else. I think we're all introverted on YouTube. Sino or Ryo talents? My Ryo's crowned. I could do Sino. Do Sino talents matter? Build the buff stellar units? They're already built. I built every character, so they're already built from before. But, like, we could crown his burst. We almost can already crown his burst. We'll choose him for now, but... Did you build your Mizuki? I built her when she released, yeah. Does she need talents? Can already get her pretty high. We're not gonna crown her, I don't think. I don't think we're gonna crown. I just don't have enough crowns. How do you build so many characters? Spend resin and build them. I don't know. Play for a long time. Occasional resin refresh. Always buy the battle pass. Can you show us Sendrone stats and what's your charge attack damage? I don't know what my charge attack damage is, but my stats are really good. You can see my DPS in my Miliastra. Is it worth building all the 4 stars? Depends on 4-star. definitely can be. For theater, for sure. But even in general, yeah. I know, 99.9% crit rate. But apparently if it isn't 100, it's 50-50, so I guess she only crits half the time. Is Colombiana still a good pull? Yep. Mid Rone. Yeah, she's only 200k DPS next patch. No good. He's mid. Okay, she's not 200k because you're not getting C6 Alyosha, but she's only the best DPS in the game next patch. So mid. Can't believe they would release the best DPS in the game. So mid. Just another best DPS. Just another best DPS in the game. Just like them all. So mid. All of them. All the mid best DPSs in the entire game. What controller do you use? It is terrible. It is the Xbox Pro Elite. But it does have 4 paddles on the back, which I map to the 4 characters, which means I can switch without taking my thumbs off the controllers. But it's the only controller like that, but it has terrible build quality, so probably a third-party one is better. How long do you think is the buy premium when we had top 5 DPS? The whole year. You can only have one Yaimiko. Like, Yaimiko Odette is what makes all these new characters so strong, and you can only have one of them on one team. So, at best, we're getting 2 new broken teams. Even then, Odette can only be on one team. But at best, we're getting 2 new Powercreep teams throughout Snezhnaya, so she'll stay a top 5 DPS. She'll be the best non-stellar team, right? No, she's not. She's around Flint's level. You know she's getting... You know how much stuff she's getting next patch? She's already close-ish to Flint's level before that. She'll be higher than Flint's. She's a buy level after next patch. Is the Iodette wheelchair really that good? Doesn't seem as versatile. It works with... Well, what do you mean? Compared to... We're comparing it to Zabai. But yeah, but basically, yeah. It is that good. But... I'm gonna start directing the conversation to things that already exist, because it's like all gonna change. It's people, and it's yeah. It's getting a little bit tiresome. Or things about that already exist, or like actual speculation. Because I'm getting tired of people claiming things so strongly when we know nothing. Or things can change so much. Or they're just so wrong. Will you try Sandrone Stellar Swirl variant? Of course. Not for quite a while though. What do you think I'm gonna say? No. No, I'm not gonna try. That's okay. Thanks for hanging out in the stream. Today's stream is sponsored by none other than lootbar.gg. Oh, sorry, it's .com now. You can save 5% with the code LUCKUP by clicking my link. If you want to get your own Sandrone and spend $1 million on Sandrone, make sure to do so through my link. You also save the tax, huge, delivered very quickly. Yeah, code LUCKUP, or the Silali skin, which I refuse to get. But you can also purchase for Honky Starbucks, Gunner Zone Zero, Gathering Wives, Neverness to Spendernets, Arknight Spendfield, You save even more money with non-Hoyo games. You can also get game keys for real games if you want to play a real game. Yeah, Loop Bar, thanks for sponsoring the stream. Woo. My Loop Bar's not working. That's rough. Next is a buy banner. There, we have no idea, to be honest. It's rough. So Johnny feels great to use the overworld. Yeah, she does. Does anyone know if DPS dummy still doesn't work with stellar conduct DPS? I don't think I don't think it ever didn't work. It always worked. It always worked for me. She was getting what she was supposed to be getting. I think people just have like severe skill and build issue. Because I used the standard one and I was getting what you're supposed to be getting. Notably a rogue animal carry. He looks pyro to me, but yeah. Maybe if April was here, she'd agree with you. Oh, and also, by the way, the Sandrone we were using in theater had only a level 70 weapon. Can you show Sandrone DPS dummy live? I already made a whole video on it. You can check out the video. Or my previous streams where I tested her. I think people didn't unlock the buffs. That's also possibly true. I guess I need to farm ore. So this costs, to do that, would cost me... It costs a lot of more, actually. Is the Fruitful Hook R5? Yeah. Ooh, we have some standard wishes. Maybe we can get a Chi-Chi. Or Mizuki. Is Odette going to be the best vertical investment path for Sandrone? Certainly. But it's too early to ask that. Wow. Do you think any of the characters in the trailer are going to be for Rhymegrass? Doesn't look like it, does it? Getting a little worried about Powercreep. I think it's just a bit too early to be worried. Currently, everything is fine. But I'm getting a little bit worried. I'm getting a little bit worried. Okay, there is a problem. There's a potential of a big problem. But currently...
I bet the teleporters happen to be a...
There is, Currently... I just don't want to worry before it appears. Midette. No, she's broken. How? Are you getting a guide ready for Hoshino Odette's? Way too soon, bro. Way too soon. Guide after the live stream. When everything is settled. Way too soon. Because things change. Always. Is Rhymegrass even real? It doesn't seem like it so far. Do you think Odette will be around during the Suitsa patch? Yep, that timing would check out. I've only heard 165k for Sandrone, or is everyone getting 200? It's after 6.0. It won't be 200, but because C6 Alyosha is fake. Yeah, she sucks up the rocks. It's absurd. Odette for stellar teams is kind of like Colomena for lunar teams, correct. Odette would be like an Effa? No, Yaimiko is more like an Effa. Odette's like Bina. Yashanya better for getting around than Chaska. I like her better. I feel like there's more total uptime. Okay, the problem with this team is that it does no damage. I think we need to replace Shalona with someone who does damage. Who does damage? Why did they not do Odette before Sandrone? I don't know. I think they're just, honestly, I think they're just trying it out. Last year they did an FF first. This year they're trying out, they're doing the opposite. They like to switch things up. Transform into the Saria, that's quicker. Quicker for what? Why Cheyenne, not Chaska? Well, I do like Chaska. I definitely like Shenyan better, and I think with C1 she's a little faster, but who knows? I don't really care. I prefer Shenyan though. I don't really like Chaska. Sucks up from really far too. Yeah, I'm gonna be surprised if Sandrone works with Stellar Swirl too, even though that's what they're saying. It's just like pretty insane, you know?
ナシャタウンで一番のおすすめスポットといえば
Is it worth pulling for Sandrone? I don't know if you and Nicole, sorry for spamming. Do you want to play a Sandrone team? Like, what are your goals? How can I answer that question? Ideally, if you pull Sandrone, you should get Yai. It's going to be especially rough right now without Yai. With Odette, it's going to be closer. There might be other options in the future. Sandrone is extremely strong. But if you don't plan on getting Yai, then it's an unknown, is the thing. I guess we could do Yelan, and then I can have Lunar charged. Should I build Pity to get the Fate refresh? What? I don't get it. I don't even know what you mean. Skip Rone? Why is she skip Rone? We need a character like Moika. That'll probably be the Saritsa. Saritsa, I mean, that would be, you know, if the Saritsa could just be better Sandrone. That would be your cope. I think even if, let's say Sandrone is 10k worse than the other, or 20k worse than the ceiling of Vesna and Valerie. I would rather have one DPS that does both Stellar Swirl and Stellar Conduct and does 20k DPS than have to get two. That's more worth it. And that's not Sandrone simp. I prefer, like, if I was a normal player, obviously. And that, because that's not Sandrone simp, I think I like Vesna more than Sandrone. I think. I'm not sure. We'll see. I ended up really liking Sandrone, but I think I will like Vesna more. So if the thing that could make her a bad pull would be if the Saritsa Power Corruptor. Do you think they allow Varka to play Swirl? I think he'll play it. I just think he'll be worse than Mizuki. And just have cons on Odette? 100%. How about Veska? You mean Vesna? I think she's going to be the peak Stellar Swirl DPS. Like I was just talking about Vesna. What about Crowd Traveler? I have yet to see Calxon try out the Crowd Traveler. Let's see how close he is to Sandrone, I guess.
さようなら。どうです？何かいいものありました？
I still think you skip every DPS unless you really care about them. We don't know if Sandrone is going to be meta or not, and there's no way to know. Locking new reactions with only a few characters. It makes sense. I don't know. But they didn't really do that, did they? Because Crowd Traveler can enable them for everyone. Nordic calcs on Crowd Traveler. I'll have to check it out. This is cool. I like that. That was neat. I wanted to keep going. Oh, we're still... I'm glad they're giving us crowd travel to start. Yeah, same. Odette could replace Sucrose in Flint's team for show content? I don't know.
ここ最近の面白い出来事を話してくれぬか?
Fave region. Actually, if you're curious about that, we rank them all in detail in our podcast Waifus and Slander, which you can find in the playlist Waifus and Slander on the channel. But my favorite region is Inazuma. But if you want a full ranking and detailed breakdown as to why, check it out. You think Mishi is a 4-star? No, definitely not. Very 5-star. That coat is way too nice to be 4-star coat, in my opinion. The fact they didn't get Lunar Traveler, even though they have a piece of the moon inside them, is insane. I totally agree. It's ridiculous. Standard 5-star coded? I don't think standard 5-stars have a code, not gonna lie. I think he's limited. I think he's gonna be. I think he's very like Kazuha coded. I think he's gonna be a universal EM buffer. That's my guess. I don't think Misha is gonna be used by Powercreep. He doesn't look like a DPS. He looks like a support. Female electric characters in Snezhnaya? Didn't see any on the trailer. Some people think Danica. I don't think she looks electro at all. Yeah, she doesn't look electro even a tiny bit. Extremely animo coded colors, and right after Vesna, she's gonna be a support for Vesna, in my opinion. Oh, did I already get this one? Geo standard is a good idea. It would be good. Are they really going to do it after all these years? I think it's just cope. Karak and DPS with full cryo team. Way too early to guess about anything like that. Why Hydro character female is so calm and soft-spoken? Well, they try and match personalities to visions to a degree. Calm and soft-spoken. Mualani is neither calm nor soft-spoken. Columbina is calm and soft-spoken. Aino is neither calm nor soft-spoken. Sijuin, I guess. Farina is neither calm nor soft-spoken. Candace, fairly calm, and I wouldn't say she's soft-spoken. Yelan, I feel like soft-spoken's a bit of a stretch. She's pretty calm. Kokomi is. And Singcho. I'd say Singcho is pretty calm and soft-spoken. So, yeah. Farming hours with Linnea looks so fun. It is, honestly, as compared to farming hours with anyone else. Dahlia isn't? Well, they said females, so I was only looking at the females. I guess I missed Mona. Also, neither calm nor soft-spoken. Think Yai will work for Valerie? Probably, but it's hard. Maybe not. Maybe they just wanna... I could just see them wanting to fuck over people who wished for Yai, you know? These are not the ores we're looking for. Yeah, I was only doing the female hydros. Can you say Lone working well with either stellar reaction? Not really well. He can be wheelchaired, but I wouldn't say it's well. Yeah, I only did the females. Barbara, I would say, is soft-spoken, but not really calm. My crit rate, crit damage is 99.9 over 226, and my weapon is not yet leveled. Oh, you're talking to someone else. My bad. Did you see the VV buffs? Yes. If you're interested in meta, you have to skip Sandrone and wait. Well, I think Sandrone will be meta enough. But if you only want to... I would reword that to say if you only want to pull the most meta characters, then you can skip Sandrone. I would say she has a lot of other... she has a lot of value, especially if she is able to work with Stellar Swirl. She also has, like... really nice exploration. Bad vertical, but at least Odette has good vertical, so... yeah, and the nice thing about Odette vertical is just like Sandrone vertical, it'll work with Stellar Swirl as well. Exactly what you said? Okay. Do you have a favorite reaction, or that equal doesn't necessarily have to affect damage output? My favorite reaction is freeze, because it's cool when you freeze enemies. If I were to go by like specific reactions and not damage. I have a curse C0 R3 Red Horn Sandrone. Am I cooking? You're cooking. It looks kind of cool on her. Isn't she gonna be the best DPS with Odette? That's meta. Yeah. What if watch them pull a fast one, okay? And she's still the best DPS, better than Vesna or Alyosha. Oh, I'm sorry, not Alyosha. Or Valerie. Watch them pull a fast one. When everyone expects her to get power crept, and then they pull a real fast on you for skipping, and then they don't rerun her until the Saritsa banner, and she's still the best DPS after the Saritsa. What if they do that? I'm not saying they will. I think that she'll be Jack of all trades, master of none. But I think you really truly pull who you like in terms of strong DPS. If you like Sandrone, get her and know she's going to be safe. She may not be the most meta, but no one's going to be the most meta forever. Even if you pick the most meta character, they're not going to be the most meta forever. Even if you waited for Zabai, number one, you missed out on half the region of Lunar Shill. Number two, she's no longer now the best meta. Same is going to happen to the best meta of this region. Getting Sandrone now, you have best meta for longer, even if she doesn't stay best meta for forever. Okay, number one. Number two, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if another character, stellar character, comes out and they do 10k, 20k more than Sandrone. If you enjoy playing and using Sandrone, that's what really matters. And if you don't, then you should absolutely skip her, because there's absolutely going to be another DPS. So that's really what you should be basing this. Too bad I hate her? Well, then don't get her. It's gonna be fine. There'll be others. Just get the one you prefer, and don't don't worry about who is gonna be better or worse. Like, you guys are like 50, and I swear to God. Valerie will have some bullshit that'll make him must pull? Definitely not. Neither Nefer nor Zabai were must pull. Will Shogun ever get a buff? Certainly. I'm really liking this quest so far, by the way. Is this not her story quest? Is this a limited time event? I thought... Okay, I thought it was a limited time event, and then... it felt like a story quest. Is it limited? Oh, weird. It's like I want my favorite character to be meta, that's why I'm coping. Yeah, everyone does that. permanent event, I think. Interesting. I don't think it is.
グザビエ帰ってきたぞ。
I don't know.
シー、声を落として撮影中だよ。おお、ごめんごめん。
They matched your story quest with the event. The fishing stuff's annoying. Damn. It's rough.
胸部への被弾。
つまりなじ。
ああ。
Powercreep is going insane. I'm living in a bubble where it's not here yet.
このシーンは撮影終了です。
もう少しリラック
Hot
スする
take?
といい。徐々に慣れてくるはずだ。私も
It's not
最
that
初はそう
bad
だった。
just yet.
シュブラーズ。
The Powercreep. Syndrone's story is permanent, but the event is only patch wide. I see.
旅人パイモン。
What do you mean Sino's stronger than Flint's?
お前たちも撮影に来たのか？
They're pretty much the same right now, I think.
もしかしてシュブラーズ。
Event is draining. Damn.
新しいロ
それで君たちに先を越されてたって分かったの。
Like, I know he's a bit better, but realistically, they're pretty much the same.
景観のいいロケ地に困らないだろう。
なるほどな。ところで、さっき撮ってたシーンからすると、もしかしてシャルロットが主演なのか？確かに影に隠れて写真を撮りながら。しおりさん、褒めてくれてありがとう。あんまり褒め言葉には聞こえなかったけどな。これがコロンビーナさん。私たくさんのものを見逃してきたんだ。そう。普通の人はでも誰かに見られながら。
Permanent event with limited extra rewards? Fair enough. That would make sense in line with other stuff like
そも
that.
そもコロンビーナさん、君をモデルにして作ったものよ。だからありのままの君を見せてくれ。私じゃない。むしろ僕たちが望んでいるのはありのままの姿の君さ。君はただ物語の中のその
みんな揃ってるな。よし、乾杯って撮影を始めよう。よろしく。ああ、そうだ。
The Jess Cox putting Traveler as the second best DPS is insane. I don't believe it for a second.
もちろんだ。今回の英雄は主人公が一人だから、人物の繊細な心情をいかに表現できるかというところが重要。そして英雄の中で人物の内面の変化を表現できる部分といえば。
Charlotte outfit's pretty cute.
でも確か撮影チームにも照明さんがいたよな。
ああ、だが。
なるほどな。
どうだ？
Do you think any of the shades be playable? I am currently living in a world where they're not, just because Renova would be my favorite design in the entire game, hands down, not even close. So I can't live in a world where I'm disappointed that she's not, that I believe that she's playable and then she's not. So I'm living in a world where they're just not playable.
いつも通り現場はお任せします。
よし、みんな。コロンビーナさん、この後はカメラの位置によく気をつけてくれ。後のこと分かった。
What about the HP increase each Stygian? Is there an HP increase each Stygian? There have been a couple really bad ones. The Gecko is really bad. Bro switched up on Skirk, wow. Skirk's never been my favorite design. Raiden currently is.
最後の心が動かされた感じはすごくリアルだったから残しておこう。準備ができたらもう一回行くよ。もうコロンビーナさん
I need to get some food soon.
何か感じたようなサンドロー
Station doesn't exist. I'm not falling for that propaganda. Yeah, that's a good idea. Gamble for Yaz weapon? No way. Her weapon is not even good. Just use Witseth. So much stuff to do.
くだらないふんもっと早くふんもっと早くそれ
Aren't I supposed to go in there? Boy. C2 Mizuki Calic with Odette hitting 200k. That's not what I saw. I saw her hitting 140 with C2. You guys gotta take these with a grain of salt, I think.
もっと早く
It's not 200k.
さあ いけるわね くだらない
Whee! That's hilarious. I lost my 10 stream streak. Aware how I've ever recovered from this. True. So true. Low end attack animations feel so good. I do like the way low end feels. It does feel good.
俺のためにあちこち連れ回されもっと早くふん 話していけるわね
Mm-hmm.
来客。
15分
一休みしたいわ。中身は？別に気になるわけじゃないわよ。
チレ
I like that the moon is a lot of money for some reason. Same. What glider is this? This is the McDonald's slash burger. I can't remember. KFC glider. The fabled KFC McDonald's glider. The one foretold in the prophecy. Nice to see Jello finally switched audio for good. Not for good. I usually play I play the Archon Quest in English. That's what I used to do, is play the Archon Quest in English and everything else in JP. But then basically I just got behind on the Archon Quest forever, so I never switched it back. But now I'm caught up. Finally. Is Lona a better investment than Varka because the stronger he supports, the stronger he gets from his will to win mechanics? No. Neither of them are that great. I'd say Varka has more overall flexibility. But Lowen's pretty close in the damage. I'd say they're pretty close. Varka's just a bit higher ceiling with Prune and he can run more teams, probably. Lowen does kind of have the stellar supertonic teams. They're fairly comparable. I like how they created this non-stairs option so that Sandrone wouldn't feel terrible run. Are you an Elden Lord? I don't know what that is, and I have not yet played enough Elden Ring, if that is what it is. First time to see your stream? Well, welcome, welcome. Nani? Huh. I wish they would have released Varka and Lowen a little closer to the ceiling. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like they both could have been just like 10% stronger without anyone batting an eye. And like Like you just give him. So with C6 prune, it's like 170, and then 10% stronger is like 185, and then yeah, we're within the realm of the lunar DPSs. So yeah, 10% stronger. He's fine as is, and then Lowen also 10% stronger. He's also just below the lunar DPSs. I think just 10% would have done it, but it's not that bad. Could be worse. Jello doing world quest. What happened? I caught up on testing. Male debuff. I don't know. Flint's is pretty good. Novelat was best for a while. Break up with your barber gang? Are you insulting my beard?
あと2つのエネルギーステーションをどうにかすればいいんだろ。任せ。ほら、黒卵、行こうぜ。黒玉。ニンニン。わかった。ニンニン。おい。オイラたちが。わかった。ああ、いや、オイラたちだ。ほら、早く他のエネルギーステーション。持っていけばこれが欲しくて駆けずり回ってたんでしょ。地上に戻ってきたぞ。残り2つのエネルギーステーションはどこにある。
We're not even at a new space? Wow, the moon is huge, honestly. Buff Zabai? Yes, justice for Zabai. I actually hate the slow jump thing a lot.
もっと早く。くだらない。もっと早く。
Can't make Moika pass 200k. Burst and 30k normal. You can join the Discord. There's not enough information there for me to help you. What team are you using? What's your build, etc, etc, etc. Why are they like almost defeated already? I'm confused. How long does it take to do the fishing event? No idea. Apparently pretty long. Nani? Only one more week till Yaimiko. Yeah, I think they exaggerated the dialogue skip in the live stream too, although I never really had any expectation, which is kind of funny. Not that I think I'm correct to not have expectation, but okay. I think we're going to call it there, but we are streaming again tomorrow morning for April's Theater Rage. And, yeah, it's going to be fun. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Bye for now. Oh, we got to find out something to raid, I guess.
Maybe that's what it is.
This person seems nice.
Hand me a Tosti Locos. I mean,
Oh.
hell yeah, but it's something very American.
Okay,
Close
here you
to
go.
mine.
またスネーズ
I'm
の呼
worse.
ばれず
I
に
Have
戻ってきた
fun.
私
super busy after they take an hour, I'll take you back.
どうしてこ
It's
う
because I
しょっ
try to
ちゅ
give
う集
people
ま
the
りがあるのかし
energy
ら
they give me. You know what I mean? So it's